What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and ADA. Those are four I'm going to have time to go over. What I want to do is look at them on the one-day time frame right now. We got some really important battles taking place. We got ADA breaking out of the falling wedge we've been looking at for a while now, so that's exciting. Want to see if that's going to continue to come with volume. But first of all, guys, whenever you're in the space, we have to watch Bitcoin. That's what's going to be most important for us. It's going to be the driver of the market, as well as watching the stock market these days. We've had a lot of correlation back and forth. Sometimes Bitcoin's lead and sometimes it's not. So always something to keep an eye on there, guys. So let's dig into this. If you get some from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated. I'll try to do the best I can as quick as I can for you. So for Bitcoin right now on the one-day time frame, we're still watching this symmetrical triangle. Like we talked about, guys, higher lows is what's going to be most important for us. And we've still been having them here. So I had this really long wick down in this area, which was our low. We had another one here on a lot of volume as well. Higher low, higher low, higher low. This could be our higher low as we continue to try to push up and test this upper resistance area. And what I like to do is throw on the pivot points. So if we take a look at the pivot points here, you're going to see right at this top area, right around 44,500 up to around that $45,000, $46,000 area is going to be our big area of overhead resistance. If we can cut through that, you know, guys, we may have some areas here at about 48,000, but after that, you can see we don't have a lot of sell pressure that could come in right in this area. We really could rip hard and test some of these higher areas. That's if we can move to the upside here. Now, if we can't get over top of this area and we fail up here, what I want to see us hold is going to be $40,000. I think that's the big crucial area for Bitcoin is $40,000, and that's what I want to hold. Now, if I get these pivot points off and we take a look at the moving averages, we have a few good things going on here. So we're trading up above our 20 moving average, which is going to be in green, as well as our 50 in red. So that's good. We're having daily candle closes up above those. We want that to continue. And overhead resistance here is going to be the 200 moving average, which we need to get up above. And that's going to be also at about $45,000. So this major area here, guys, if we can crack through that and it comes on heavy volume, that's what we're going to be looking for. And you can see when we're in uptrends, if I zoom out here, we always want to be trading up above this 200 moving average. Going to be extremely important for us. So the fact that we've been trading below it for quite a while now, over 70 days, I believe, it'll be important if we can get up through that area on heavy volume. So really watch for that, guys. Set alerts on the 200 moving average and just see what happens at that area. So if we pull these back off there and just really step back, guys, like we said, 40,000 is going to be our support we want to hold. And then overhead resistance, we need to crack $45,000 to $46,000, and it needs to be on heavy volume. That's what's going to be important here. And if we take a look at our chandelier stops, just still chopping sideways, moving sideways right now. So I wouldn't be rushing into any positions. If you're in positions, just use those tighter stop losses. Just really watching right now, still paying attention and patiently waiting to see what we do in this area. I think small positions, you know, if you're feeling something here, guys, you know, could put a stop below, you know, $40,000 and try that out. But in my opinion, it's still a time for Bitcoin to be patient and just really watch and see what's going to happen here with this upper resistance level around that $45,000 to $46,000. No rush, guys. You can see these trends. When we're in uptrends and downtrends, they last quite a while. They can be months, 3 to 4 months or more, even uptrends. So there's going to be plenty of time. You don't have to get the absolute bottom. Okay, we want to get that stage 2, which is going to be important. This is a stage 1 down here, this accumulation area. Then we get something along the lines of this. Say we do come up, back test. You're going to have all this time to trade up in here. And that would be our stage 2. Then you can run into the stage 3. Then obviously the stage 4 as you work your way back down. But those are the things that I like to do is really trade that trend. And I want to be up above that 200-day moving average. That's going to be important. So that's going to be Bitcoin. The next one we're going to take a look at is Ethereum. If you're here for ETH, let me know. Just put ETH or Bitcoin. And I'd also love to hear what you guys are doing today. It's always interesting to hear what you guys have going on. So same deal, looking at this symmetrical triangle, but for Ethereum here, we actually broke out. It came on slightly above average volume. I'd still like to see more. We back tested, and now we're trying to get moving again today, which is going to be an important thing for us. And if we throw on our moving averages, we're up above our 50, we're up above our 20. So if we can crack this 200, heavy volume, daily candle close up above that, that's what we're going to be looking for here. So really important area, guys. We're starting to get squeezed. We're going to have to see what happens and see if it comes on volume. So this area we're really watching there, it's going to be about $3,144. It's going to be the overhead resistance. In terms of support, we want to hold about 28.28 is going to be the area. So just going through that quick on Ethereum. The next one we're going to take a look at is ADA. So with ADA, guys, this is one that I've been keeping an eye on for quite a long time. I actually did take a small little position on ADA in anticipation that we would break out through this. Nothing significant, but we'd had this fallen wedge drawn, and we really didn't have any follow through on this last dump to the downside. And to me, that's what was kind of giving me a hint there. And it's nice to see that we are starting to break out. Today, we wanted to come on above average volume. We're already above average. Right now, we have 13.85 million. The average is going to be 8. So if we can get out through this, the next overhead resistance area I'm going to look at is about 120 to 132 is going to be a point of concern right in this range, because we've had a lot of fights right through here. Okay, so really watch this area, but I like to see that out of this falling wedge, we are starting to break to the upside as opposed to the downside. And ADA BTC is looking pretty strong as well. We have a nice rounded bottom on that if I can find it here. Got a lot on my watch list, but ADA BTC, you can see this rounded bottom, and we're starting to get that heavier volume coming in. So I like to see that, guys. You always want to watch the BTC pair as well. Right now we're sitting at 107, so I would say for support, I'd like to see us hold $1 as support. I really don't want to go back below that. In terms of overhead resistance, we're going to look at 120 to 130. But this is why we watch these things, and we anticipate these things, guys, you know, really watching these patterns, because if it would have broke to the downside there, you know, we could be looking at much lower levels. But the fact we are starting to break to the upside here on a little bit heavier volume, that's what you want to see. And then traders typically flock in. And for ADA, this last move, when we really had a strong move to the upside, we went from 103 all the way up to $3.10, and that was about a month and a half. So that type of stuff happens extremely fast for ADA. It really wants to run when it does here. Okay, guys, so if we did something along the lines of this here, if we take our price range and we go up 200%, so say right here, say out of the breakout point, say we perform the same, 200%, not saying this is going to happen, but take us back up to all-time highs, and obviously that'd be one heck of a move there. It's not going to happen in one straight shot. It's going to take higher highs and higher lows, but this is the first step here, and this is what I like to see, because it does run really hard when it gets going, guys. So always pay attention to that. And then we're going to take a look at Litecoin. And if you're here for ADA or Litecoin, also let me know down low. All right, so Litecoin here. So guys, you can see this like double, triple bottom right down this range. We also had long wicks defending this area, and that's roughly at about $100. Has been pretty well defended. We had our low, we pushed up lower high, higher low, higher high, and we've just been pushing up from there. A little bit of a rounded bottom here, which I like to see. I still want to see some more volume. If we throw on our moving averages, take a look here. We're trading up above our 20, so that's good in the shorter term, and we're up above our 50, more so than we've been in quite a while. Here we had a little bit of a fake out, and then we rolled back over. Didn't come on a ton of volume, so that's why volume is going to be so important for us. But I do like the candle that we closed up above that. And now what that does is give us a window, if Bitcoin can get moving through here, to potentially up to about 140 to 150. You can see this big gap over here in the VPVR. Always a shot up to that 200 moving average as well, and back test that, because here we broke down through it and we still haven't even back tested it. So if we did go up and back test that, we'd be up to 144. Say we had to move out of here, guys, up to that range. You're looking at about 15-16% there. So if Bitcoin can get going, this would be nice, and that'd be a nice little trade up into that area and see what we do at that range. So I would say overhead resistance, we're going to have to look at about 131, and then it's going to be up to around that 145 or so. 150, and then support, I want to hold 115. We have also some buying pressure back down here around 108 would also be an area as well. If we take a look at the relative strength, we are sitting at 61 right now. So really watch these areas, guys. Be careful out there, but I like to see the momentum picking up a little bit here. God bless you all. Take care.